a WikiVidi Documentaries production. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Enjoy. NCIS TV series. NCIS is an American action police procedural television series, revolving around a fictional team of special agents from the Naval Criminal Investigative Service, which investigates crimes involving the U.S. Navy and Marine Corps. The concept and characters were initially introduced in 2 episodes of the CBS series JAG. The show, a spin-off from JAG, premiered on September 23, 2003, on CBS. To date it has aired 14 full seasons and has gone into broadcast syndication on the USA Network. Donald P. Bellisario and Don McGill are co-creators and executive producers of the premier member of the NCIS franchise. It is the second longest-running scripted, non-animated U.S. primetime TV series currently airing, surpassed only by Law and Order: Special Victims Unit, and is the 7th longest-running scripted U.S. primetime TV series overall. NCIS was originally referred to as Navy NCIS during Season 1. Navy was later dropped from the title as it was redundant. In Season 6, a 2-part episode led to a spin-off series, NCIS Los Angeles. A 2-part episode during the 11th season led to a second spin-off series, NCIS New Orleans. While initially slow in the ratings, barely cracking the top 30 in the first 2 seasons, the 3rd season showed progress, consistently ranking in the top 20, and by its 6th season, it became a top 5 hit, having remained there since. In 2011, NCIS was voted America's favorite television show in an online Harris poll. The series finished its 10th season as the most watched television series in the US during the 2012-13 TV season. On February 29, 2016, NCIS was renewed for its 14th and 15th seasons. The 15th season premiered on Tuesday, September 26, 2017. Maria Bello joined the cast as a series regular from episode 4, replacing outgoing series regular Jennifer Esposito. Premise: NCIS follows a fictional team of Naval Criminal Investigative Service Major Case Response Team special agents based at the Washington, D.C. field office in Washington Navy Yard. In real life, the field office is based at the nearby Joint Base Anacostia Bowling, while the Navy Yard is home to the museum and several military commands within the Department of the Navy. It is described by the actors and producers as being distinguished by its comedic elements, ensemble acting, and character-driven plots. The NCIS is the primary law enforcement and counterintelligence arm of the United States Department of the Navy, which includes the United States Marine Corps. NCIS investigates all major criminal offenses, for example, crimes punishable under the Uniform Code of Military Justice by confinement of more than 1 year, within the Department of the Navy. Plot: whenever a crime is committed involving Navy or Marine personnel, the Washington-based Major Case Response Team, an elite arm of the Naval Criminal Investigative Service, spearheads the investigation. The team, led by laconic investigator Leroy Jethro Gibbs, has included Caitlin Todd, Anthony DiNozzo, Timothy McGee, Ziva David, Eleanor Bishop, Alexandra Quinn, and Nicholas Torres. Over the course of the series, they are further assisted by allies both foreign and domestic, including Dr. Donald Mallard, Dr. Jimmy Palmer, forensic specialist Abby Shuto, British intelligence officer Clayton Reeves, and successive NCIS directors Jennifer Shepard and Leon Vance. Name: prior to the launch of the first season, advertisements on CBS identified the show as Naval CIS. By the time of the launch of the first episode, NCIS was airing under the name Navy NCIS, the name it held for the entire first season. Since the N in NCIS stands for Naval, the name Navy NCIS was redundant. The decision to use this name was reportedly made by CBS, over the objections of Bellisario, too. Flair. From the Season 2 episode, Lieutenant Jane Doe, onwards, the series began showing 2-second-long black-and-white clips. These clips are shown at the beginning of every segment, depicting the last 2 seconds of that segment, a segment being the 5 or 6 portions of the show meant to be separated by commercials. In the Season 3 premiere, Kilari, A freeze frame shot was also used, with the very end of most episodes turned into a freeze frame, as well. Crew changes. It was reported in May 2007 that Donald Bellisario would be stepping down from the show. Due to a disagreement with series star Mark Harmon, Bellisario's duties as showrunner/head writer were to be given to longtime show collaborators, including co-executive producer Charles Floyd Johnson and Shane Brennan, with Bellisario retaining his title as executive producer. In fall 2009, Gary Glassberg joined the crew and became the new day-to-day runner of NCIS, as Shane Brennan had to focus on his new show, the spin-off NCIS, Los Angeles. On September 28, 2016, Glassberg died in his sleep at the age of 50. On April 5, 2016, longtime director Dennis Smith announced we had completed his final episode as part of the NCIS crew, though to which episode he was referring was not specified. JAG. 2 episodes of JAG Season 8, Ice Queen, and Meltdown, serve as the backdoor pilot of NCIS itself. These JAG episodes introduced Mark Harmon as Gibbs, Michael Weatherly as Tony, Robin Lively as Vivian Blackadder, Paulie Perrette as Abby, and David McCallum as Ducky. Patrick Labyorteaux appears on NCIS reprising his JAG role as Lieutenant Bud Roberts in the first season episode, Hung Out to Dry, and in the 14th season episode, Rogue. Alicia Coppola returned as Lieutenant Commander Faith Coleman in Unsealed, Call of Silence, and Hometown Hero, while Adam Baldwin returned as Commander Michael Rayner in A Weak Link, and John M. Jackson appeared as retired Rear Admiral A. J. Chegwin in the Season 10 episode, Damned If You Do. NCIS, Los Angeles. The 2-part NCIS episode, Legend, serves as the backdoor pilot of NCIS, Los Angeles. Legend introduces Chris O'Donnell as G. Callan, LL Cool J as Sam Hanna, Danielle LaRue as Kenzie Bly, and Barrett Foer as Eric Beale. Rocky Carroll recurs on NCIS, Los Angeles as his NCIS character director Lon Vance, while Paulie Perrette has appeared twice as Abby, and Michael Weatherly has appeared once as Anthony DiNozzo. NCIS guest stars reprising roles between series include David Dayan Fisher as CIA officer Trent Court, in the Season 1 finale of NCIS, Los Angeles, Kelly Hu as Lee Woo-wan Kai in NCIS, Los Angeles, and later in an episode of NCIS. John M. Jackson has appeared on NCIS, Los Angeles as his JAG character Admiral A.J. Chegwin, while this series has also crossed over with Hawaii 5-0 and Scorpion. NCIS, New Orleans. The 2-part NCIS episode, Crescent City, serves as the backdoor pilot of NCIS, New Orleans. Crescent City introduces Scott Bakula as Dwayne Pride, Lucas Black as Christopher LaSalle, Zoe McClellan as Meredith Brody, and CCH Pounder as Loretta Wade. Rocky Carroll recurs as director Lon Vance, while NCIS series regulars Mark Harmon, Michael Weatherly, Paulie Perrette, Sean Murray, Emily Wickersham, Wilma Valderrama, David McCallum and Brian Dietzen have all appeared as their NCIS characters. NCIS recurring cast members Meredith Eaton, Joe Spano, Diane Neal, and Leslie Hope have all guest starred on NCIS, New Orleans. Home video releases. The first 11 seasons of NCIS have been released in Regions 1, 2, and 4. In Germany, Seasons 1, 4 and 5, 8 were released in 2 separate sets for each season. The first season DVD omits the 2 introductory episodes from Season 8 of JAG, though they are featured on the JAG Season 8 DVD. Other releases. In 2010, CBS Interactive and Gamehouse released a mobile video game, NCIS, the game for iOS, Android, BlackBerry, Windows Mobile, and Brew/J2Me. The game features 5 different cases written by the show's writers. On November 1, 2011, Ubisoft released a video game adaptation of NCIS for the PC, Xbox 360, PlayStation 3, and Wii. A Nintendo 3DS version was released on March 6, 2012. The video game was deemed as a mockery of the show by reviewers and players alike, and received a 2/10 rating on GameSpot. There's also a Facebook and mobile game called NCIS: Hidden Crimes. Soundtrack. CBS Records released the show's first soundtrack on February 10, 2009. The official TV soundtrack is a 2-disc, 22-track set that includes brand new songs from top artists featured prominently in upcoming episodes of the series, as well as the show's original theme by Numeric Club and a remix of the theme by Ministry. The set also includes songs performed by series regulars Paulie Perrette and Cote de Pablo. A sequel to the soundtrack was released on November 3, 2009. NCIS: The Official TV Soundtrack. Volume 2 is a single-disc, 12-track set that covers songs featured throughout the 7th season of the show, including one recording titled Bitter and Blue by Weatherly, as well as 2 songs used in previous seasons. Broadcast ratings. Seasonal rankings of NCIS. Note: each U.S. network television season starts in late September and ends in late May, which coincides with the completion of May sweeps. NCIS, Los Angeles. In 2009, CBS picked up an NCIS spin-off series with the title NCIS, Los Angeles, with the backdoor pilot, Legend, airing on April 28, 2009 and May 5, 2009. The backdoor pilot introduced Chris O'Donnell as Special Agent G. Callan, LL Cool J as Special Agent Sam Hanna, Louise Lombard as Special Agent Lara Macy, Peter Cambor as Operational Psychologist Nate Getz, and Daniela Rue as Special Agent Kenzie Bly. The crew for the series includes Michael B. Kaplan, Lavelle Spiro, Jerry London, Sheldon Epps, and Mark Saracheny. Following the show's official pickup by CBS, it was confirmed that Louise Lombard had not been signed to continue her role as Special Agent Lara Macy. Linda Hunt and Adam Jamal Craig were confirmed to replace her in starring roles, playing OSB manager Henrietta Lang and Special Agent Dom Vale respectively. Craig, who left the series in episode 21 of season 1, was replaced by Eric Christian Olsen playing Marty Deeks. Characters from NCIS have appeared in the spin-off. Rocky Carroll portrayed Leon Vance in a recurring role, while Paulie Perrette portrayed Abby Shuto and appeared in the season 1 episodes Killshot and Random on Purpose. NCIS, Los Angeles was created by Shane Brennan. In April 2011, NCIS creator Donald Bellisario sued CBS over NCIS, Los Angeles, because of his contract which gave him first opportunity to develop a spin-off or sequel. The lawsuit was dismissed by a judge in June 2012. However, discussions continued between CBS and Bellisario, and in January 2013 the dispute was settled outside of court a week before it was set to go to trial. The terms of the agreement were not disclosed, but were described as being amicable. Brought to you by WikiVidi Documentaries. Would you like to know more?